The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, Dave. And I think this is one of those games where...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Here comes the offense on first down. On the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's French. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Quick completion to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Hey, get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bitonio. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Grishada. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The give out of the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Leaves it with the back. Makes him talk to the hand.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, See where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Rashada. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Georgia going up tempo. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Fires to the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. The 50. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want 6. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive, and man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercepted. Not only that, it takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Batonio. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's French. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback. Interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air, it's French. He looks that one in nicely. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
2-9 Philly. Check.
Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They're working that left side. Tackled immediately after the catch. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Rashada. Fires to the right. for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. With jet sweep pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Into the spin cycle and forward. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Miami 21, Georgia 14.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snares it outside. It's Beebe.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Give to the single back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Rashada. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 86 with the catch in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. San Diego State showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football.
What a snag by the defense. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Takes it the other way. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking for room, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's French. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The sure hands, it's Thomas. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's French. He'll take the deep shot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll immediately call timeout. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The running back has it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 38, Miami.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's French. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to move it through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Canes racing to the line in a hurry-up. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, at this point of the game, in the 2nd half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide out in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Rashada. Feeling some heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up.
And his 5th 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Georgia! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad.
And he muffs it. It's loose. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big...
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get the...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff.
And the returner will be knocked down. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game.
He's looking deep. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw, it's French. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but we weren't going to let it happen there.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Coming after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Dropping back, it's French. Trying to get to it. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
Finds a man in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
Gain of 32. And a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Grishada. Looking left. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll swing it out to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Good enough for a 1st down.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got